Everybody, welcome back to the farm. Every single year we read the Declaration of Independence. It's been a hobby and a habit every year to read the Declaration of Independence. And I always ask myself and my friends and family, why is it important? Well, if we don't know why our forefathers did what they did, we would not understand why we have freedoms and why and how those freedoms have been eroded away. We would not understand who and what we are. And it's amazing to me that when we have these guys that would risk their lives, their liberties, and their sacred fortune in order to prepare this document to give to someone who they knew for certain they felt they were going to be hanged either separately or together. And in his brilliance, Thomas Jefferson, in writing the Declaration of Independence, of course with the help of Adams and Franklin editing it, starts off with just a bang. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires us that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to the candid world. And that is where I stop. And why do we stop there? Because they are lesser reasons than all the constraints on our freedoms that we have now. It is our duty, it is our right as a people to understand. If not, we'll just go into, as all nations do, back into a despotic tyranny. Let's not do that.